no.
Oh goodness.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna see exactly how good that mic is. I really wish there's gotta be a way to like lower this basically. Go up, but not down. Wait, maybe now it's picking up. Oh, now it should be picking up. There we go.
Sorry, I'll have to be quiet.
It's in theory, this should be good enough that it doesn't pick you up much.
Don't believe you.
In theory. I mean, worst case, I have to explain to everyone you're watching really trashy comedy. Bum, 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 bum. I totally lost track of time and wasn't loaded into the lot. There we go. Alright, I've got the tab popped out and I've got the stream over there so I can see it going. And in theory, if I play with this a little bit here, I can get this right here. I can get this. I figure this is one of those things I should probably like figure out a good setup for. Figure out how to save a setup for. If it's gonna load in this 10-year time frame. Yeah. Oh. Oh, that's a bumpy start. Let's see. Restart game. I made it angry. A little bit worried about this save file. Hey, Amanda. Gotta restart. I think I left it sitting in build mode too long. Happy Saturday. There we go. Let's do this again. I was looking for something. There we go. Totally should have restarted the computer or restarted the game before 9 o'clock. That would have been a smart idea.
Nuts. Totally stopping.
That's fine. I don't think anybody's watching it. I'm waiting on it to restart. It got mad at me. Dun. Little bit worried that I have made this save file very angry. It's possible. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this one's been... Usually mine restarts really fast. Because, yeah. But... This one's been being a little temperamental. And I'm impatient. This could also be part of the reason that I have, like, mini save files. Other people like, I just wait on it. I'm like, no. No. There is no wait. There's go.
Yeah.
You trying so hard not to laugh is hilarious. Sorry, the hubby is next to me and is watching ghosts, something. So random outbursts of cackling from beside me is not that my house is haunted. It's just the husband. Alright, there we go. Now let's see if we can get to our island. Gotta go work on my A-frame. That's Sulani. There we go. And let's do this. We started this one Wednesday? Whichever was the other day I was live streaming, and I started it. I started it in Newcrest, but they're looking at it going, you know, that would be really, really cute in the Sulani rebuild. So I was thinking about which one to put it on, and this Southern Island cluster, I'm doing kind of like it's the locals. It's, you know, lived in for a while. Everybody's here. Everybody knows everybody. It's not your tourist trap. Um, that's where the community market is, and it's where the public beach is, and there's going to be a little restaurant there that's going to be kind of like that, you know, that's what this lot here in the middle is going to be. Um, Not like your super hoity-toity fancy, but not, you know, kind of the hole in the wall that you're meant to find hole in the wall. So that's what's going to go over there. And it's like, all right, this actually would look pretty cute on Sulani. But it wasn't exactly started to be a beach house. There's going to be a little bit of, you know, there's going to be some modifying because I just kind of plunked it down and went, all right, we'll figure it out. So I think the first thing I'm actually going to do is move it farther back on the lot because it's a tiny little house. It's DDDD. Only problem with Sulani, there we go. Maybe we don't want to get completely into the water. That might be a little too far. Let's try and see. Is that a little too close to waiting to get into the dock? Maybe one more forward. I'm watching, I think right there. There we go. Now it's literally right at the water's edge because this is The Sims and the tide never happens. So it'll be fine. And since now we've moved out here, we're gonna make this back deck a lot bigger. Because, I mean, right? Wouldn't you? I would have a big back deck. I think even, why don't we go ahead and take off? Hey, Chris. Hey, again. I did end up moving it to Sulani. So now I'm sitting out here trying to decide exactly, you know, there was a plan. Last time I had a picture that I was working from. This time we're going with Ellie Head. This can't possibly go wrong. Thinking like, let's see. Kind of want a nice big back thing, big back deck, and then a little like place to dock the those thingamabobs. How are y'all doing?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. It's like I had a plan. There definitely was a plan. It just, you know, I don't remember. Was it you that said it last time that the I don't remember who said it that it would look good in Sulani, but the more I was thinking about it after, I'm like, you know, they're right. They're they're really right. And so, I all I did then was like save it into my library from Newcrest and plunk it out here. And so now it's like, okay, yeah, it's fine. It was a little cabin in the woods, and now it's a beach thing. It'll be fine. I really wish this stuff worked in the ocean. The diving boards and the water slides. Like, it is completely unfair that I can't water slide into the ocean. It's my opinion, anyway. Mm-hmm. Where's the ladders further there? So we could do this one and have like the. Ooh, could be honeymoon, yeah. I was gonna make this part of the islands a like, um, the locals. So I don't know how far. We're gonna test the free camera thing here. So let me see. There you go. So I've got so far done like the family beach, right? Like this is where it's got the kids stuff scattered around and the sand toys and the barbecue. And because I am me and absolutely ridiculous, it has like a little play area for kids. And then there's like one of the bathrooms is, I can't actually load it, a changing room and a toddler potty training chair and stuff. Ooh. And then that's the community market over there. And I love that lot. It came out so good. I'm biased, but it did. And then this guy, little teeny tiny tiny living house back here. I don't know if I'm making y'all like hopelessly dizzy zooming around. Um, just a little tiny living locals house. So I was kind of thinking like this side is mostly locally kind of stuff. And then right over there, those center islands area where it's the more white sand, I'm gonna do like your luxury area. So it's gonna have a spa and it's gonna have the like resort beach, you know, the fancy beach for the hoity-toity. And then one of those I was gonna have as a vacation rental and have it the like, yeah, where I'm this whole modern, clean, coastal, remarkably uncluttered. This is really sad, and that wasn't even the uncluttered one I was working on earlier. um, it'll be fun. So hopefully it'll be a. Oh my God, Mike! I can't even. No, there's a whole thing. So poor Mike, poor Elric. Did you see what happened to the garden? So we had drama because he was growing plants and he planted them, and my child did not understand that when you take terrain tools and you dig a hole to the center of the world and then you spike it up to the top of the sky as far as it will go, this oddly enough has a little bit of an effect on the garden area. Weird. So he got mad about it. And so he's like, that, you know, then it was first, it was going to be new house. And so he moved to a new house. And then that's the one that ended up with the glass walls because everyone trusts everyone here, Mom. No. And then he decided he wanted to make a new save. He's like, I just want to make a new one. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, you know you could play more than one household in the same save. Yeah, no, I want a new one. So now he has made twins or two sisters. Like he made two people in the same household, and he made them both evil. And what did he? Arsim. What was it? It was Arsim something. Oh, commit Arsim. I'm like, what? So instead of arson, it's commit arsim. Except they're both named it. One is commit and one is commits arson. I'm just like, what? You know, there's me who can't even play like a selfish sim to save her life, and then there's my child. So, and now they want. Apparently, he needs like a black and red or something house for them that I'm supposed to do, and I'm just like, I don't, I don't know, child. It's one of those parenting moments that you're just kind of like, what? Like when did you? I don't know if I posted yet the rest of the Mike story. So he didn't save after the Mike died at the wedding the first time, or I forgot to save. Something happened. I don't know. Mom life. And so when he logged back in, Mike was alive again, and he's like, no, but I wanted Liberty to meet Grim, and like he had this whole plot already worked out, and I'm like, okay. Just like, what? I don't understand. And so he's like, well, Mom, how do you kill your Sims? And I'm like, I have to sit here and think about this because honest to God, I don't kill my Sims. I have problems with this. And so I'm like, I mean, he's like, well, he drowned in the pool the first time. Can I just drown him in the pool again? And I'm like, I suppose, except now he's moved into the lot that I built. And I'm like, but I guess if you take the ladder away, but I think they can normally just climb out of pools now. So I think you'd have to like put a fence around it and something. And so he does. So he like draws a fence around this pool, and then like Liberty and the kid just sit there and watch Mike drown, and I'm just like, I'm sitting here having secondary sads. Like, I'm like, no, why are you doing that? And yeah, but he's like, no, because she's got to meet Grimm and the stuff and the things. And I'm like, so apparently there's now the evil sisters apparently also have to meet Grimm when they commit arson or are committing arson. I think he has to figure out how to commit arson in Sim still. I'm not getting him any base metal mods for a while, so. Just like, yeah, yeah. He has got stories. He has stories for days. Okay, all right, focus. There is no focus. My focus is totally brocus today, y'all. I spent hours messaging Facebook support, trying to sort. Apparently, Facebook support has like seriously bonked content creators this week, and it's been crazy. Yeah, see, that was his point. Is it had to be an all black house because Grimm, obviously, it couldn't have any white. It couldn't have any, maybe a little gray if it has to. And here I am sitting to think like, could I like I've done a Wednesday Adams house that was all black, gray, and white, but I don't think I've ever tried just black. Like how black? Oh, and it had to be on a starter budget, except less than a starter budget because he kept spending money. So, like, yeah, that's my child. I might end up. I don't know. A little black's okay. I didn't when I first moved out here. I started changing the wood colors so it would be a little brighter, a little lighter instead of the really dark. Because I thought that looked better at the beach. Um, but I didn't finish because life, the universe, and everything. I don't know about changing the roof color or not. Let's see. Yeah, no, it's been an absolute chaos factor watching him do this stuff. It's just like I don't wait, but why? I don't understand. What did poor Mike ever do to you? Ooh, kind of like the teal. Is that too bright? I don't know. Definitely needs matching. This is one of those lots where the bumpy thing is going to drive me insane. Ooh, maybe the white? Hmm. I don't know. I can't say. Let's see. If we did that, maybe then. What's this white? So there it is. Maybe do this one as white too. Brighten it up a bit. It's getting a little more beachy. Yeah. Hi, Zoe. It's going through a growth spurt or a change spurt because it started out as a like woodsy little A-frame cabin was the intent, and then last time I was streaming, someone was like, you know, that would look really good in your Sulani makeover. And I'm like, you're right, it would. So it's getting a little makeover right now. Oh, and the marmot is back. We have marmots. Do you guys know what marmots are? Hi, Telly. Welcome. I live in Germany and we have marmots. And the first time I lived here, someone was like, look out because the marmots will eat your car. And I was very confused because I got the impression that they were like weaselly things, right? And I'm like, do you mean cat? Like, don't let my cats outside because the marmots will eat them? That kind of made sense in my head. No, they're these like weaselly like creatures that will quite literally eat your car. Like, they eat the wires and parts out of your car. And we apparently have one living up on top of the roof or something up there that gets noisy sometimes, and I'm just like, yeah, interesting life and times. Yeah, I do like where it's going. I think it is more getting there. I think maybe keep the tan color out here. You guys know if you hold down shift, you can do just little sections like that and not do the trim around the whole thing. And actually, I don't even want the trim right here. I'm gonna pull that trim out. That'll be, because, so this is that weird stability thing. When you put half walls, if you roof half walls, um, as long as it's over here, or even like if the roof is just free floating in the middle of nowhere, it's fine. And I mean, I got jokes. My husband's a recovering Mormon. I have jokes. I shouldn't say them probably. Um, the uh, but so weird half. If you have a roof over half walls and haven't done this yet, if you leave it over there, it's fine. If you leave it here, if you put it against the house for some reason, this is a stability issue. Even though like it floating in the sky is absolutely fine. So while I'm still changing these stuff like the fence pieces, I have to leave it not touching the house. Otherwise, it will be constantly disappearing and I'll have to be replacing it all the time. If you've never done half walls, that's probably the most annoying part of using them. Using roofs on them is you got to kind of wait to do it till the very, very end. Let's see, maybe, what if we take the deck a little lighter color? I love this wood. Ooh. 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 Yeah? Maybe, or let's see. In between? That's awesome. I actually so I finished college in December and I majored in art with a minor in sociology. And I took so many really fascinating classes on um, power structures. And some of these were absolutely fascinating because they got, like, I took one that was, oh man, it was vampires and something. I can't remember the rest of the name of it. But what it was actually about is how we as a society create the monsters that our cultures tell are a reflection of what our society is dealing with and what it's afraid of. And so like when you talk about when Bram Stoker's Dracula first came out, the dark, the unknown, the mystery, like it was literally walking through the woods was a scary thing. And my final project ended up being a whole thing about how did the vampire go from Stoker's vampire to the Shadow Daddy. And what it really is a reflection of fear, the monster being this external obvious monster. Like you saw the vampire, you knew instantly it was a horrible evil monster, right? To where today the things that may look monstrous aren't, and what our fears actually are is the person right next to us that we don't know. And how that's kind of a shift in society where we're becoming it's like the women and the bear thing from last, I have no sense of time, whenever that was. uh the idea that it's the known that's actually the most scary versus not the thing that obviously looks evil. With it, that, you know, we see obviously evil thing, we're like, oh yeah, don't go play with the obviously evil thing, right? It was really fun project. I'm a nerd, in case that isn't obvious by now. I'm also a very socially liberal nerd, so if you are in my chat and you are not, I'm not going to apologize because I'm not actually sorry, but yeah, FYI. Exactly. There is a there's this song. It's a song story. It's a series of songs that make up a story by this guy called Vinny. If you look him up on Instagram, he's very, very Vinny. And it's the Lesbian Hunter Saga. And it's amazing. It's hilarious. If you like a kind of ballad-y-ish, I don't know, like ballad pop, I guess. Um, it but he basically was writing this as people were making comments and stuff about it, and there's a whole thing about the bear don't care, and then it's, you know, it's this or why the bear, because the bear just don't care, he's not interested, and it's pretty great. Squirrels. I'm also very good at squirreling all over everything. Okay, I think that looks so much more beachy vibe. I wonder, does this fence come in white? Let's see. I think white would really be good here. It does. Yay, let's do that instead. And now we have a little fairy light fence. I know, the plan was landscaping. We'll get there. It moved. Calls for change. Alright, let's see. Does this one... I don't remember if this one had a... It's business and hobbies. If this one had a stairrail that went with it. I do not, if you don't know my stuff, I don't actually use CC in builds in large part because I was too lazy to keep a list when I started uploading builds. I'm gonna be honest. Um, so, nope, that's weird. That's the right pack, but those do not like Twitch. Like you see this, right? This does not line up. Why? Why did you do this to me, EA? Let's see, what if we move you? Will you move one back? You will not move one back. I know, right? I am queen of like, not like that. Plan B. Oop, that is not the wall that I meant to delete. This is annoying me. Okay, there's this trim is like still right here too. That needs to go because that's where my ladder is. Upstairs. Okay. What? What do you mean? That's literally where it was. That's literally right back where it was, game. Only in The Sims does physics miraculously change when you move stuff. Well, now you're gonna at least be nice. I know, right? Let it go, let it go. Alright, I do appreciate the stair railing update, although I, however, do not like that stair railing. And that one, I don't like the black on it. We're gonna have to go stair railing hunting. Alright, what else we got? Let's take off business hobbies. We definitely want white. I admittedly, when I'm building for myself or for playing, I almost exclusively build one-story builds. Because I either get really annoyed with stairs, like being in the line of sight and being in the way, or just annoying to, deal with. And so I'm just like, one story is good. One story is fine. I can do a lot with one story. Give me like a 30 by 20 lot. I'm good. It's fine. That's okay. I don't mind if it's a little different, but it needs to be a little different, not a lot different. It's kind of interesting with its slabs. Normally I love that one. Nope. Yeah, I'm actually doing, there is a build contest thing right now, or build giveaway contest thing, combination, sponsored by, and I'm really bad at names, it was a simmer lady, a streamer lady, and Coach. And it's a, you're supposed to build something themed by that smaller Coach bag that they came out with a couple months ago. And I am working on a build for that I had some inspiration for, and for it to work, it needed to be an apartment that goes partially over part of it. And so I was like, ah. So I managed to kept screwing with it until I kind of shoved the stairs against one side and went, you know what, that's it. That's just where they live now. I'm not touching it anymore. I refuse. I swear, let's see. What stair did I have up here before? Sometimes these things bug me because it doesn't show you, like... Okay, see, I like the white and I actually should use that in a different beachy build. Okay, the goal is to remember that fence comes in a really cool white and teal color. Odds of remembering that? Not great, but we'll try. And this one is pretty, but same problem where it has all the... I don't know, the spokes black aren't quite as bad anyway. Okay, so like some of the spokes are like gray and some of them are black. Why? I don't know why this game does this to me. Fairly sure it's intentional. That one, I think that one looks better because it's like lighter visually, if that makes any sense at all. Oh, I think it might end up being that one. Nope, way too heavy. I think I've looked at this one like 3 times now. Nope. I love all the glass ones, but they don't really work for this. Actually, that one's not. Nah. Reasons that Ellie will take forever and 10 million years for a build. Exhibit A. Oh, I think that might be the best one, even though it's a little wonky. We'll leave it for now. I don't know. I might end up changing my mind. So, maybe if I change the fence. Because I do I like these, but I feel like that would not be very... This one I always want to use, but it's like super bright. Like, I like color, I admit it, but this is a whole new level of here comes the sun. That might be cute. Nah. I wish it was like a little more faded out color. You know, like it's been sun bleached a bit. That's a little too fancy. So that's the other one that I think would work. We could swap to that fence on the front maybe and leave the fairy lights on the back. That could work. Let's go see how that looks. Do y'all ever watch streamers who actually have a plan? Is this a thing? Like, does anyone who streams ever actually start with a plan and stick to it? Okay, next question. Why don't those line up? Curious about something. Nope, that made it worse. If you get one shorter. Well, that didn't help. Kind of curious if I can get them to line up a little better at the railing part. No. Apparently that would be a negative. We might go back to wood, y'all. You can laugh at me. It's fine. That's what happens. See, I changed everything and now it's like... Da, 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 da. I like the little fairy light ones because they kind of look like they're like, welcome, we're having a party, come on in. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Oh, I like that. It kind of matches our roof, sort of more or less, ish. You know, in the Sims version of swatches. $1,000,000 question. Now, how does that look with the teal? Oh, that's better. Because the teal stands out. I think what I didn't like about the white is it was like getting lost in there. Okay, that's kind of cute. And now we have little teal accents all over for our house. All right, much more happy with that. Okay, now what are we doing? We were in theory starting back here somewhere. All right, dock diving thing. Like, how far out does this? Oh, the slot ends right here, so it's not. Uh-oh, my cat. We are cat sitting for a friend of mine, who's in the middle of moving to Spain, and he was driving there, and then he's going to come back. His cats are staying here while he drives, and he's going to fly back, get the cats, and then fly there. And one of them is a singer, and he sings the song of his people a lot, usually in the middle of the night. So, and we have this echoey stairwell that runs all the way up through the center of the house, and it is his favorite place to sing the song of his people extensively. Oh, whoa. Hello, ceiling. Let's play with. Apparently, OBS has decided it's going to go over here no matter what. I was like trying not to have big chunky microphone in the camera, but that's fine. Eventually, I'll get one of those fancy setups. It'll happen. Okay, let's see. What else should go back here? We're on our beach in Sulani. Why don't we go? Let's see. Let's do this. Let's go to. It's one of my fun things. Let's go to Island Living. And go to Activities and Skills. And go to Everything. Ooh, little tiki bar. We have our bar up top. But now we can swap it for the cool tiki one since we've been going to go beachy here. Ooh, and it does actually fit still. Yay! I think they can get around that. We will definitely have to play test. I think if we do that, for sure it'll work. That's what playtesting is for. And then... Hey, it's not as crazy as the... if y'all want, in a little bit, I will pop over and give you a sneak peek of the absolutely redonkulous build that I've been piecemeal sharing. I decided that... So... It didn't bother me for very long. I have a whole wild style challenge that got super popular a little while ago, and it is a ton of fun because it is way random and chaos instead of like if you ever done a one tile block or a Rags for Riches, and especially the one tile blocks, you always start in the same way, right? Everybody stands in there and they take selfies and they take selfies and they take selfies until they can buy an easel. And then they paint paintings and paint paintings and paint paintings. And it's boring, I think. We'll blame the ADHD. The squirrel factor runs very strong in me. And so I didn't want to do that. So I sat around and kind of messed with stuff for a while. And I had kept grumbling that the Enchanted by Nature pack kind of nerfed the heck out of... yeah. But it had nerfed the heck out of the fun of Rags to Riches because it's like everything was so easy, right? You could sleep outside, it didn't matter, blah, blah, blah. But I learned that when you do the foraging, you can also dig up collectibles from the world you live in, which is really cool, which also makes it a lot more variety. So I made up a challenge that was basically you start in a one tile block, but it's an exterior block, has to be outside, and you dig at your feet. And because I have slightly sadistic followers, they gave me 4 more pages of modifications and rules to this. That was everything from you can only dig from 8 or from 9 to 5 because nobody wants to dig dirt at night, and you can only and this is after I'd already lost the first version of it, and all kinds of stuff like that. It was ridiculous, absolutely utter chaos, ridiculous, but it was so much fun. And I eventually managed to beat it once out here on Sulani. and the gal that I did it, I'd saved her to my library, and I actually brought her into this world, into this save, and I thought it would be pretty cool to have her now be the Queen of Sulani, because her like end goal was to become a mermaid and all that, so it was fun. And I thought, that'll be a really cool story arc to have gone from, her silly shipwrecked background, scrambling for survival, literally, digging in the dirt. Yes, the couch find. And so what I wanted to do was like lean heavy into it being like culturally, but maybe a little bit like, I don't know, a little bit mystical. I don't really do fantasy world so much, like not the high fantasy. Like some people like redo their entire world so it's like epic fantasy, super cool. But I wanted it to feel a little more kind of like the cave. You know how there's that whole story arc where when you go in the cave in the islands and you can get the treasure and you can talk to the dolphins, and so they have this stuff, but it's not in your face. Master Dracula sign hanging in the middle of town. And so I wanted it to feel like that. So I started this build on the island, and it's the same island I did the survival challenge on, the one that has the off the grid lot challenge. It's just one big lot by itself. And it's ridiculous. It is absolutely probably the most obnoxious build in like the best of ways that I've ever done. And I'm creeping through this like a room at a time. So, like, if you've seen like over the last week or so, the crazy, ridiculous spa shower and the bathtub with the three waterfalls and the sink that was like the jungle wall sink. Yeah, all of that is this build. And I've basically spent like one day, like, I spent a day on a shower, which is maybe a little excessive, possibly, you know. And but I don't have like I didn't start with a floor plan or anything. And actually it started just because I saw a Pinterest of that bathroom and I'm like of the shower, and I wanted to build the shower, and then it just kind of spiraled from there. Things happened, choices were made, and so I am building it now. And oh my god, it would like totally leaning into this. But what I want it to feel like is this uber luxurious. Hey, Boozle! I wanted it to feel like this uber luxurious, uh, I mean royalty, but also like a little bit of hidden away magic. So I'm using some of the jungle escape and the like temple ruin pieces and stuff. Super slow, but super cool. I'm gonna change my mind again. Things that happen when you decide a build is gonna go from the woods to the beach. Nah. Like I want that. Ooh. Mm-hmm. There we go. That looks like a nice kind of fun beachy rug. I got some lounge chairs out on the back deck. Yeah, I would sit out there. Let's give them a little tiny table. Hi, Leon. Yes. I do not know. Hold on. Where is... Yes. Cat. Let me see if I can figure out why is camera playing chase. Do, do, do. Did I bump something? Like every so often I look over at the screen because it's over by the chat box, or the chat box is over there, and it's like, whoa, how all of a sudden did you guys get an up close and personal beauty shot? Because I was not aiming for glamour shots today. John asked me earlier, he's like, are you gonna like do your hair and put on makeup and stuff? Mm-mm. If that's the standard for streaming, I'm gonna fail from the get go because it ain't happening. Let's see. Maybe white. Ooh, kind of like that. It's got a little bit of like assembled kind of feel to it. It's gonna need some plants. There must always be plants. I haven't bought the new kit with all the plants yet. The struggle is real. Let's see. I do. Exactly, right? That's what I said. I'm like, no. I'm like, I'm sorry. If you guys are watching me so you can see a supermodel, you were on the wrong channel. Um, no. Not gonna happen. If, however, you're here for, squirrely adventure time and the fact that I refuse to ever get dressed and actually do stuff if I can possibly avoid it, uh, or, get fancied up and stuff, no. Then you're in the right place. If you're down with all that, then if you're here to chase the squirrels and figure out what the heck is going to happen with this build, because we don't know. Nobody knows. It's a mystery. Little baby. Oh, look at the little tiny baby banana plant. That's cute. We have the giant, there's a big, big banana plant. We've got space for that. There we go. I am still sad. So I got the bottoms, but the friend who got me the top, I mean, I could wear it. I could wear it for Mike. I could wear it if it was an OnlyFans site, but I'm not gonna wear it on Twitch or on YouTube. So I don't know. I hope they come around again, or I might suck it up at some point and actually order some from the Sim store because I want them. But for the actual, like, I know they're a lot higher priced, or either that, or I bet there's probably cool stuff on Etsy, or yeah, Etsy. I don't know. Look at that. Okay, hold on. This one needs to be a little bit bigger. Oh, wrong way. Wait. Who blocks the who yeah, exactly. So it was not only very cropped, it was also like I'm not overwhelmingly cleavaged at all. And yet that one was like, what is it? Is it Hooters? It's Hooters? Isn't that the restaurant where they wear like the super tight, super short? Yeah. Wait, like it's blocked, like not you blocked it so your wife wouldn't see it go shopping, Chris, but it's actually like countrywide blocked or what? I don't actually know where you're from. You probably told me, and the squirrels. It was the squirrels' fault. Primark is gloriously dangerous. I'm not gonna lie. When we moved to the Netherlands, there's like 3 Primarks within driving distance, within like easy driving distance. So, really? I do remember that. We did, because you told me Finland, because Elric said hi before telling us about Mike. Uh, he's in bed now. I'm sorry. He would love to chatter y'all's ears off all about the adventures of Mike. So, that's crazy. Why does Finland block? Is it just because it is literally, it's cheap stuff? Sorry, Primark. It's true. We know it. We all know it. We all buy it. It is the cheap stuff. Kind of want a little darker blue. Do flamingos? No, that's wrong. Mm-hmm. Nah. I want it like a little darker. I don't know what I want though. Really? I haven't looked in a while, Boozle, because so the one that was closest to me closed down shortly after COVID, I think. And so it's a little over an hour away, which in American terms is not very far. Like that's just you run over, but in European terms that's like a trip. So I didn't even I'm sitting here thinking about it, 'cause like we were up there last summer, and I guess I don't remember noticing, but yeah. I feel like it's usually when we travel places, like I make a point to, I don't know, go visit the local grocery store because it's fun just to see what's different. But wow, like so Finland just doesn't do like chain anything. Exactly. See, I started in the States, so 3 hours away was a day trip. Like that was no big deal. That's fine. You just hop in the car and drive for 3 hours. Uh, I'm fairly certain if I told people in Germany to get in the car and drive for 3 hours for a day trip, that no. Like, I can imagine the reactions. It would just absolutely not. Not in a million years is that going to happen. Can you, John, can you close that door? Mama's streaming. They asked about Mike. Everyone wants you to play the ghost of Mike. He's like, but you're really loud, Mom. Wait, the Dutchies also block. What? Yeah, I definitely get around stuff with a VPN because, yeah. I can't really say anything about booking hotels anymore because what was it, 2 weeks ago, I totally booked one for the sheer virtue of going away for the day because I was just enough. Wow. That's interesting. Like, I wonder why. I mean, I will admit, especially like we talk about the McDonald's toys and all that stuff. So because we're prepping to move this summer, so we've started the like big clean out, and we've lived here for 6 years. So my kid was hold on 5 when we moved here. So from 5 to 11, I really need to make this camera. I think the camera is like responding to finger commands. Um, if I turn out how to turn that off because I talk with my hands too much for that nonsense. And when we moved, it was so we have like 6 years of stuff. Like we go to McDonald's. He's 5. You can always get chicken nuggets. It's fine. He will always eat the chicken nuggets. Not a problem. And going through it now and realizing like nobody. There we go. Gesture control. Ha! All right. I'm gonna see if. Okay, maybe now the camera will stop doing crazy things when I talk with my hands, because I always talk with my hands. But nobody wants it. Like it's literal trash. But then like I have been in Germany long enough that I'm sitting here looking at all of my 4 or 5 recycling bins, going, but I don't know where to put it. Like it isn't any of that trash, and it's not any of that trash, and it's not that trash, and it's I don't know. Like it is really I don't know. They are very instant gratification. Like, yay, he's excited, but then they end up lost in the bottom of my car, or they end up like this, where just bags of stuff going to the dump, and it's like, meh. I'm admittedly not much of a collector in person though, so that's some bias there. I am currently on a like my answer to everything right now is throw it away, so because I don't want to pack it and move it. So, there we go. That's better. Okay. We've now, over the past however long, we've achieved a dock and table and chairs. Let's see. Maybe on this side, a little grill? What do you think? Yeah, a nice little grill. Odds of them burning it down on the water. I mean, if I put it under the shelter, at least they'll be under the shelter when they stand out in the rain to grill, right? There's always that. Oh, blue's kind of fun. That's totally the wrong shade of blue, but it's cute. I like this one. Hey, Morocco! Told you I'd make it. Yeah, that was definitely today. I did not accomplish a whole lot today, other than arguing with Facebook about all their drama. But yeah, I'm trying to work on a coach build for the thing, and man, I have decided that the hardest build style in this entire dadgum game is like minimalist. Like, what is that even? I don't understand. What do you mean I can't put more clutter? Like, it's functional. I build functional. I always build functional. But 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 minimalism is hard. Like, but I want to put stuff there, and it needs more stuff. And then it'd be like, no, you're going for this modern, clean build. Put the stuff down. Back away from this stuff. It's hard. The struggle is real. Let's see, maybe a little grill. We could have a little table to eat out here. I would eat outside, right? Because we don't really have an eating one up there. We have our party bar up there, so. Yeah, this is the one we started this on. Yeah, exactly. Like there's a little hallway that goes to the door, and there's a window. I could put a table there, and I could put clutter on the table. Like it would fit. I could do it. And I have looked at that wall in that corner, and it's just like it's there. It's begging for like a plant, right? Something. I'm like, no, let it go. You made a goal here. You're trying to do a style here. Exactly. Always more plants. Did you see the new maker kit that's like a lot of plants too? I haven't bought this one, so I don't know. I actually don't think I've seen Brazen Lotus's recipes. I don't think I've ever seen her CC. I had her recipes at one point. That's way too much. No, I think it looks better with the little one. Sorry. Actually, I'm gonna be doubly sorry because I know you were on the Japandi kick, and the other one is a Japandi living room set. So I'm very sorry. Very. This is my sorry face. I'm gonna go find a lightning rod to do. Let's see. Oh, let's see. I forgot about that little set. That could be cute. A little. Let's see. It does have those bright blues. That's like a green though. It's a little too green. I always have these things. I need to build a tea thing. Like I have a dozen ideas for like tea stuff. I just don't know if it would actually work as a venue or something. But I have like a whole collection of little things that kept popping up and popping in my head. It's like, oh, that would be cute. Oh, I like these chairs. That would be Leon. So at the moment, I have four cats. We have my two, Bowie and Shadow, that I've posted pictures of them. Shadow is there's a black lump right here. I don't know if I can get the camera to cooperate that much.
That's fine. He's fine.
He's fine. See, he's currently he is the most like uh he people are his pillow. Period. In very specific, Dad is his pillow. Dad is not allowed to be any part of his body in a horizontal position without Shadow being on top of it. So whether he's sitting or laying, so that's my two, and then Bowie's somewhere. But we have Ben's cats, and he's got two, and one of them is an orange chunky boy called Leon. And Leon is our musician. He sings the song of his people loudly, usually in the middle of the night and during the day, and sometimes in the mornings. in the afternoons. And the other one is Yafa. And Yafa, you know, Yafa, we've decided. I can't say most of what we've decided about Yafa. Uh, Yafa is special. Yafa has, he's got some, like, he yells at all the other cats. He got fired from being from a cat cafe cat. Not because he didn't get along with people, but because he didn't get along with cats. So every time we've cat sat them, they come here and they'll spend the first several days yelling at each other. And Yafa, well, Yafa will spend the first like week and a half yelling at everyone. And but he has recently come around and decided that I am his pillow. And this cat is hilarious because we're gonna hear it. So they still have to fight over the stairwell. Apparently, they don't actually fight, but they yell at each other over the stairwell. And they're ridiculous. But yes, but so Yafa as of today has decided that I make a good pillow apparently, and so I was like, if, I might end up with a cat on my lap, but there's another cat within a 4 foot range, so he did. Okay, so it was worse. It was like he was stressing, and I have like the little cat calm scent things, all of the stuff, like all the things to make this. And I have a massive house, so there is like no issue with them having enough space to like go their own ways. But right before he flew, Ben went and got, or right before he went left to drive to Spain, he went and got new cat carriers to go on the planes because they have different regulations since the last time he flew with them and stuff like that. And he came back with a collar with a bell on it for Yafa and a little harness. And he collared Yafa. And who doesn't normally wear a collar? And Yafa's temperament went from like spaz off the wall to a mostly chill cat who has actually been coming up for pets and cuddles and things. And I told Ben that really what it was is his cat was just a submissive brat who needed a collar. And now I'm going to get banned from Twitch. And yeah. But his personality has dramatically improved since that time. So he still yells in the stairwell, but he's been much more, way chiller. He has walked in and out of the room with other cats in the room. So, I'm sorry, y'all. I think I told Boozle once that my filter goes like at about 8 p.m. Ellie loses all sense of filter and it goes from brain to mouth. And the disadvantage to streaming for US hours is it is now 10 p.m. my time. Filter is 2 hours ago gone. Uh, yeah. But yeah, Ben's like, I'll take it. I guess I'll take it. But I'm like, you know how to make your cat get along with everybody now. So. He was like on my lap earlier, and this cat does not purr. He rumbles like a motorcycle. It was just like in my lap. Let's see. Oh. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, I have to figure out how to Twitch spam. I figured out how to get the chats to pop out. So there's progress here in this learning how to stream thing. Twitch confuses me. I'm gonna need somebody else to like manage. I need to hire a Twitch manager or something. Let's see. There we go. Spam, scams. Found it. Okay. All right. There we go. Booted that. Okay. Oh no! Welcome back on your second chance for fun. Yep. Yeah. I figured out how to set OBS up to where I can run it straight to Twitch and to YouTube. And in theory, I can set up other stuff, but I haven't got that far yet. Two, you can do. Two is not bad. Like it took. It's a little different because I have the two chat services going, so I have like two pop out chat windows. Um, but it's all right. Like it works. I think it's the only way I could actually handle streaming on both because I know last time by the time I had streamed for 3 hours, my throat hurt. That was a lot of talking. So, but I can show you how to set it up if you want. Nobody has been mean to me on camera. You get the Twitch bots popping in, but that's about it. Really enough, I have not had any of that on YouTube, which is kind of interesting. Like Twitch, I've had the little botter things pop in, but I've never had them on the YouTube side do that. There we go. That's pretty good. All right. It has some plants. It has that. We're getting the basics. Let's see. I think we need... Where's that summer drink tray? This one. I have a little drink tray there. I'm attempting to not go hog wild on these builds so that, you know, people who want to install the Sulani World Makeover don't end up with 4 million. Don't fill up with 4 million things. See, it's not, the thing is I may lose the ability to speak coherently, but that's never stopped me from talking. So it might not make sense, but I can still talk. Oh, hi, Leon. Are you going to come in here and sing at us? He's trying to convince us he hasn't been fed. He is full of lies. He's a chonky boy, too. Or he wants to be a chonky boy. So. No, I feel like last time when I started this build, there was a plan at that point in time. I had this whole, like, I had a picture and I had an image and we were going to do a thing. And, ooh, then this started out as a little, like, A-frame cabin that was going to go out in the woods. And then somebody on the stream last time said, you know, that would be really cute out on your Sulani makeover. So it's getting a glow up or a glow over or I don't know. It's getting its summer makeover. So let's see. We definitely need some towels, don't we? I love this set. I have a little stand of beach towels. Because even though they're out in the rain, they never actually get wet. Thank you, Sims. I think I might take that fence and go 1. I really have never had anybody be like, I don't want to say it doesn't happen because I'm quite certain that at some point, like, there are probably people that are jerks on streams. Like, there's humans. Humans are in the world, therefore humans will eventually do stupid things. But I've not had it happen. People are generally pretty cool. There we go. Like, my clutter nest is like, there needs to be something right here, right? Like, there just needs to be. I really wish it could be a diving board. That would make me a happy woman, but we can't do that. Well, you could do... Maybe swap the ladder that away. That would have the docking point here then, I think. I wish I could clip it so I could see exactly how the boats actually go to that. But that would then be, let's see. That's only, how wide is that? That's 3 wide? Because I think 2 wide would be too narrow. Oh, you know what we could just do? Why don't we just do this? There we go. And then if you are a swimmer, then you can come up whichever side is convenient. So there's 2 ladders and 1 docking point. That feels nice. Maybe like one of the little seat things right here. Let's see. Nope, wrong one. Ah! Still wrong one. The maniacal giggling is my husband watching ghosts. So apparently it's very funny. I have no idea. There we go. Have that. Little chair. Mm. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Nope. I don't know, like I feel like it needs something, but I don't really know what it needs. Oh, maybe that. How about that? What about like a little bench set up instead? There we go. Okay, question. Why is it that heights in, like when you raise or lower something with 9, always go in like 1/10 of a tile increment, like it's 0.1. But surfaces are almost always about half that, and so I always end up having to go in and, not that one, this one, and drop things are lower than by half. Why? Like, like, why? Why is that a thing? Oh, a towel would work too. I had the chairs. That's why I didn't do the towel too excited. But I think the bench will. I think it works okay. Ooh, there's a little. You know what? Give me an idea. We do need. Dun, 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 dun. Ha. Definitely have some sunscreen. We'll make it the blue one because it'll be waterproof. Sure of it. There we go. And maybe we'll put a bottle of the, you know, not waterproof stuff over here somewhere. No, no. Oh, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Oh my god. Stupid drink tray. Okay, now it's in the wrong spot. Put it back there. There we go. And we can go and grab. I do, despite the fact that it is called a cushion. Why? By the way, this is like my still pet peeve. Why do we have pillow, 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 cushion? Why? Anybody? Nobody? Nobody knows. Me neither. Despite the fact that it is the only one called a cushion and therefore a pain in the tail to find all the time, this is like my favorite of these rectangular squishy devices that have soft stuff in them. Rotate it back a little bit, and maybe a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. Let's rotate them so they look like they're laying back on the seat rest a little bit. Okay. That's starting to look pretty homey. Whoops. You don't need that up. Maybe, let's see, how about the rack of tongs? Is it sad how much I know of the decor that I just know it by heart? I'm like, I know what that thing is called. True facts. It's gotta be. Like, it's gotta be that they actively want to do these things sometimes. Like, why? You gave us these absolutely beautiful, like things, and I wouldn't even care if they were named something funky, but like you can tag, they can tag stuff on the back end because that's how the whole interior design career works. So Why not just on the back end tag it so if I type up pillow or I type up cushion, they all come up? I'm not allowed to work for EA. That would be too logical. So, you guys have seen the memes where they're like the people sitting around in a meeting and the boss asks for a suggestion and person number one comes up with a ridiculous suggestion and person number two comes up with a ridiculous suggestion and person number three comes up with a very practical like, but why not just this? And they throw them out the window? Yeah. It'd be like that. There we go. That feels pretty good. Maybe, let's see. There's that one. What's that basket? Still in the summer? Let's see. Ah, this one. And shrink that down so it's actually a reasonable size. Yes. Oh, you reminded me. So after they fixed a whole bunch of that last time, I had asked Crinkut on the forums, like, so there's other things? And I noticed that they're now actually fixing some of that stuff and categorizing it. So when should I make a list? Because I have a list. Actually, I don't actually have a list, but we could make a list. This would not take long. Um, and he said, yeah, probably, let that, not till after that update, obviously, but then that they figured since then, given that that update was a little bumpy, there have been smoother updates. I figured I'd wait until after the um, till they get the marketplace out to console users. So in theory, I guess the next update we all get, or the next update at least console gets. But then I absolutely want to take a little bit of time and go in and make a list of like, these are all of the things that should be listed in that category. Like this is literally called a bathroom kit, Why doesn't it show up? Why do none of the maker packs turn yellow when you buy them? I think that's half of the like hullabaloo people were hollering about them not like you bought it and didn't get it. It's because they're so used to it showing up yellow as you got a new thing, then you have to go look at it, and they don't show up yellow. I reported that one too. Like I get it, it's a little thing, but still, it's a like super convenient thing. There we go. Okay, I like our back patio. That feels pretty good. And it's kind of got a little bit of a view blocking this way. Oh, that's where the whale is. Okay, y'all laugh at me. I just noticed a thing. So I have never noticed that the whale and the tail go together because I always use the tail like a mermaid tail. So it's a whale head. Thank you. This was another one of the Pinterest good idea fairy. The roof is hanging over there because it's a half wall roof, and if I move it now, it'll just fall off every time I touch anything. So I'm just waiting. All right. So up here we have our little party bar. So this is where I'm going to see how we can get this to work. To make sure they can get into it. I think if I slide it one way, it'll definitely fit without any issues. And we've got our guitar. So I might maybe put the guitar up on this side. There's actually, this is the only thing I don't like about using wall or roofs as rooms is that they stay up in half wall view, like the whole thing stays up. Maybe we'll put some music stuff over here. Make that white instead. And we could have, well, that's what we could do, because we have a couple, like, this is your jam out session, but they're under cover, Does anyone else make stories when they build? Tell me that's not just me. Here we go, and then get one of the electric ones. Where's the, no, not that one. Love that one. I think I went past it, huh? It's fun. Like, I don't know. I actually kind of miss doing the this one. Uh, a while back, I did that whole build series that was like people voting on the themes, and I had like the absolutely ridiculous themes, like the uh, neon punk band and the DIY fairy engineer, and they were absolutely ridiculous. But it was also a lot of fun. Like it was so just kind of like, what the heck are we doing? I don't know, but we're doing it. Yeah, you just like you end up with a build that's more personal, I guess. Really, I kind of want to stick like a little shower up here, but maybe that's silly. We have a full bathroom down below. Guess we need bar stools for our bar, though, huh? I'm just gonna go with the ones that match that because they're cute. Do they come with? Do they come? They do come with blue. Let's add the blue though. Let's add the more faded blue. That fits our build a little better. Yep, no, definitely want the blue. Get that 2 hour drive was a long time. Have fun. Thank you for stopping in. I think we could tuck a little love seat up here. Maybe just for some quiet. We just need somewhere to get away for a little bit. Relax. Yeah. That's the introvert's corner maybe. Oh, where's that one? Where's that wicker chair at? These thing. There we go. I like that. Just because sometimes you just need a chance to walk away from the noise and sit back here and hide. Not that I would ever do that. Not at all. Never. Only lots. Ideally with a rack of books. Let's hit this one. Right there. That's good. Different color though. There we go. Make a little rug. It needs a little round rug or something under it, huh? Nope, not quite the right colors. Too much. Nah, not leaves. That's too rectangular. I definitely need something either round or square. Does not have space for. I like these, but they're almost like too textured, you know? It's like they were meant to be this size, but they made them much, much bigger. And so they, I don't know, they look like they would be super painful to actually have it around. Just have a littler version of the outside one. That works. There we go. And tuck it right there. I'm liking it. All right, so now we have a little reedy place, another little comfy hangout place. Walk through to the bar. We've got the bar working up here. Oh, we do need a trash can up here for sure, because trash cans are interchangeable with dishwashers in The Sims. Why? I don't know. We want one of these ones. Yes! That new yard trim. Oh my goodness. I wonder how much of that other yard trim that has this crazy bright teal would probably work in this build now that we've gone into the teal. There we go. I love that trash can because it is not near as obnoxious as a lot of them. Okay. I like that. I don't think I want to do, let's see, we have our easel right here. Easily accessible, pretty view to paint. I would totally sit there and paint. Get the lighter color one. Where's the messy white one? Let's get the I love the artist set for this rug alone. Paint splatters. Silly little things that I love to an absolutely ridiculous degree. Maybe the, what is it, the artist Talbero? Yeah, one of these.
It's not doing a bad thing.
There we go. Bunch of little painting area. I don't want to, I was debating whether or not to put some like of the vine stuff on top of this, but I don't know. You know what? I don't actually know if this will work, but I'm gonna try something. What were those called? I think they came with. Yeah. I don't know if I can get this up here or not. Let's see. I wonder how. These are the ones. So these are the skylights. If you haven't seen these in the Royalty and Legacy pack, they came out with these really cool kind of textured skylights. I'm wondering. I think that might actually be. I think that might be prettier than my fence thing right here. I would give it a neat little like cutout look. Let's see. Let me go grab a flat square. Come on. Doop, 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 up. Let's try it and see. This is what the undo button is for. Okay, so it would, except for the fact that they totally don't actually fill the space right, and I'm not I'm not going to resize the entire build. Although, well, hold on, we could, oop, not that. Maybe like that. I don't know. Maybe it's too much. Too much? I think it might be too much. Undo. I'm very good at that button. All right. I think that's pretty good. Okay, so I do want to fix this right here. This is still from when we had we're using the darker woods, so I'm going to grab light wood, put up there now. I mean, I think I could actually just delete that floor now. There we go. We don't actually need that floor there. Oh, nope, never mind. I do remember why we had the floor there. It was giving the beam right here. So I can either, and I think I like it because it finishes that inside bit too nicely. Then I'm going to take that. Okay. I like it. I have the, oh, and I did it as 2. I could do that as 1 though. Nah. Let it go. Don't have to change all the things every time, you know. All right. I like our top. I don't think that really needs anything else up there. Maybe, you know, we need a plant, don't we? We always need a plant. Let's add another of the banana plants because they're fantastic. All right, front porch. Let's go down. And I don't think I'm going to change anything with the floor plan or anything inside. So it's still pretty, might change some of the colors up a little bit. Since we've gone beachy now instead of cabiny woodsy. Like, it's not a Sims build if you don't redecorate it at least twice, right? I do love these chairs. Have you guys seen this boho kit? I am obsessed with the Bikers boho kit so much. I think this one in particular is fantastic. It has this bush that I love, and it has these chairs that I think are basically the most adorable thing of all things, potentially. And then, let's see, add a little bit. And I'm going to shrink it down because why are end tables always massive? Or should I put it in the middle? Nah, let's leave the plant in the middle. Leave it over there. Scooch these a little closer. And then maybe, let's see. I like the texture. I don't know about the color though, huh? Ooh, there we go. Just a little bit of color. Totally gonna use this art piece now. Dun, dun, dun. All right, I like having that. Don't really want to put a whole lot here because it's, you know, the walkway in, but I think it does need a little something right here. Should I just do chairs on the other side too? Or is that too many chairs? It's a very tiny house. I don't want to say like a crafting station would be good. I don't know what I would put there. Dun, dun, dun. Gardening? I mean, yeah, not really. We already have a painter's. This is the locals one. That's right. I keep reminding myself. I don't think you'd have that on the back porch if you had it anywhere. Candle brewing. Nope, 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 nope. Keyboard. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. That's cute, but no. We have the bar up top. Let's see. I could do a chess set. Telescope? I don't know, man. Telescopes are dangerous. It does look like it would probably look really nice there, though. I have not yet lost a sim to meteor death, and I don't know if that just means I'm failing here or what. That does look nice. Maybe that, and then what about like a little bench seat? Whoa, excuse me. You got ice cream.
I did. Get you ice cream though. Get you dark chocolate.
Ice cream. I actually don't like this one. That's why it keeps being there.
You don't like the kind of ice cream I got. Sorry.
I did say I don't like it.
I got some ice cream.
Potentially. Maybe a little bit. Okay, fine.
Try it.
That's not, is that mint? It's just not as minty as some of them. Maybe? Well, I'm also drinking lemonade though, so that might be why. Oh, there we go. Look, we'll have a little bench. That works. And then I think it needs like a wall art would be. You can add, let's see, one or two of these cushions again. All right. Yeah, I think something on the wall there. Oh, you know what? I was going to use my favorite ever wall art anyway. I think I'm going to put that inside though. I love these from the Jungle Pack. I don't know if they really, actually, it does kind of work there. Ooh, yeah, I like it. Okay, I think that is a lot of fun. And actually, I can put one over here. It looks really funny right now because of the way the tree was the one, because of the way the looking at the colors here to see which one is the other one with the blues in it. I think that's the water one. Yeah, so sun and water. That's nice. That fits very. But there's also the avocado. That should probably go in the kitchen. I think it needs to go in the kitchen. I'm not exactly sure where in the kitchen. The only thing with these, oh, I forgot, that won't work inside because you can't shrink them without the stupid shadow. Well, it'll work. It's just gonna be big. This might take a minute of playing. We'll figure it out in a minute. Okay. I think it is now safe to move the roof back over. So I'm not planning on I'm not gonna change the floor plan inside. As I do like how that all fit last time when we did that, so that back over there. We can actually delete that for real this time. Then I can kind of actually see how these fit. I think they fit pretty nicely there. Yeah, sun in the water. That seems appropriate. Okay, and let's make this one wider there. Nah, we'll leave it so. We'll do that. We'll leave it that way. I thought about adding another staircase up there because it is technically off balance that way. This is one of those, like, the picture of the build was from this angle, and from this angle it doesn't look off balance at all. But, you know, when you look at it straight on, it's a little different story. All right, let's go and check out. I think just a few touches on the inside. I think maybe I might need a little door rug too. Where is that little half circle one? This one. This will be perfect for it here. You know, when you use a piece so many times, you already know. So this is so I had done this last time and I like the setup, but I think like when we did the colors and stuff in here, I was still thinking like dark cabiny in the woods, and now the gray does not fit my Sulani vibes. So, do we dare? What do you think? Is the blue too much? I don't know. I think I dare. Let's see. I think I like it. I don't know, like it's, I almost want a little bit more of a green blue. Let's see. Okay, so this is the color of the roof. See, I don't know. Like that looks too green in there. Ooh, that's very dark though. I think if I'm going to do that, it needs to be the brighter color because it's too small of a space otherwise. Ooh, or faded. I like that. Ombre paint? I like the ombre paint. What do you guys think? I think I like it. Nope, I think I really like that ombre blue. No, I think this one. All right, but we're going to kind of dial down on the dark heavies. Let's see. Might end up putting a different couch in here. I think we're just gonna need a different couch. You know what, hold on, let me put the couch back. First, change the flooring, because I know I want to change that. So that continues. Okay, because now maybe... I think the couch actually works okay. Because it's almost like the wood color outside, right? And then if we take these and go back up to like a warmer, brighter cone here, mix it up a little bit. Maybe make this one the darker. Oh, too far. Does it come in like a one lighter shade? Oh, that does. All right, we're gonna have to resize one of these just a smidge. And stop the flicker. Single best use of tool ever right there, y'all. I think that'll work. If we get some, grab that cushion, and because this one does, I think, have, oh, it's cream. It doesn't have white. Okay, I think it's the pillows that have the white. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. Get this warm white. I think I need to actually go the more white. But I think kind of pull the sofa table to not have a whiter weight. What? It's whiter white is not white. That made sense, right? Let's see. What else do we have here? Maybe it's just, it might be that corner is too dark. Might be why. Maybe we need to do that first. Ooh, actually, also though, the warmer colors. I really like this though. I think I want to keep that more than I want to keep that couch. So, wrong button. All right. Let's see. No, definitely not that. Definitely not the torture couch. I like the wicker set. Maybe? They do come in like screaming blue color. Ooh. Wait, is that actually two colors? Wait. That's gotta be my light doing something weird, right? Okay, so why? Alright. What? What is different on... Okay, so we have light doing something very weird there. Let's... Oh, you know what? I think I might have just seen it too. Now that's the couch. Let's see. Let's try this. Let's remove the ceiling. Go down a floor. Sometimes you just gotta rebuild the ceiling on stuff. No, that's not that. Okay, what is it you don't like? Is it the door collection? Nope. I don't think there's... Wow, seriously? So I add a light over on this side of the room, and this half of the couch turns dark. What in the name of Sims heck ever? That is not how light works. It's just not. Let's go get a light. These people drive me crazy. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Maybe if I added a light on that side, maybe it'll neutralize then. Okay. Alright. Okay, apparently it just also needs a light on this side, or it just can't handle itself. Let's see what we got though. I don't think that's the right light for that corner. Maybe this? I never use this thing. Have y'all heard about my beef with this light? This light blocks pathing. I have beef with this light because this light messed one of my builds up so bad that I spent like, I couldn't, I'd used it in the public bathrooms on a huge, it's my Willow Creek Park, and massive build, right? And I could not figure out why everybody was miserable and nobody would go to the dadgum bathroom. Y'all, this was a whole level of ridiculous that I was so frustrated over. There we go. Turn that down a whole lot so it's not like cranking in your face. Let me actually turn this one down too. I don't know, this one is not like working out for me right here. Oops. Let me do that. All right, maybe we'll change that one over. But yeah, so this thing, man, it took me forever to figure out that it was the light that was causing the issues, because this is not usually a thing that you look for, right? I like deconstructed this whole daggum bathroom a piece at a time, trying to figure out what in the world was breaking my daggum build. It was so frustrating. I was very mad about the light, y'all. I don't know. No, don't really feel that. I think these might be, yeah. There we go. Nice light. Oh yeah, and that pops that wood over there. Okay. Now we just gotta figure out what to do over here. So the trick with using these, if you ever want to use these pieces from Jungle Escapes, they always look very, very dark inside, unless you get a little bit ridiculous and put light right behind them. And this is where these debug lights, ambient wall light, come in handy, because that's the difference all of a sudden. And these are neat. So these show up as like this brown frame when you're in build mode. But in live mode, they just vanish. If you ever, by the way, have a light and you can't find it that somebody has put in a build, it's probably one of these. Because you can like literally hide them inside the walls and stuff and they just vanish. Let's see. I don't know if... I'm actually curious about something. I've never tried this. Ah! Well, howdy do. I actually did not know that that would work for sure. I guess they are still technically a light. But yeah, if you have better build by, you can also adjust these then in build mode. There we go. So you took care of that hotspot. So now I have my bright avocado because I just think that's funny and, you know, I just do. And I want to change these now. Go to that warmer color I wanted last time. Because now it works. Same thing up here. I think I'll go with white up here. Hi, kitty boy. Come on. There you are. There's one kitty. This is Bowie kitty, though. This is my kitty. Ow. That's my belly. Apparently, it needed to be biscuited. Thank you for biscuiting me, Furball. Ow! Hey, you missed. That was skin. Let's see. I'm trying to figure where's the foot. There's the feet parts. So we could have. That's actually not bad. I was afraid like a window here would look really weird, but it actually doesn't. I think it's above the footrest enough that it works. I'm just gonna be finding like the right one. This little square works pretty nicely, but it's a little heavy on the frame side of things. Yes, sit down. Sit down. Yep. You got your mom pillow. You're welcome. Ooh, just open, maybe? Hey, actually, I do like this. If I don't know, like I don't like the black irony bits on it. Decgummit. I like the open though. There is one that's just. Nope, nope, nope. Maybe. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's pretty. And that kind of fills in this space too, actually, without adding more clutter to it, because it's a slidey window. I like that. I'm a fan. It could easily go either way, I think, but I think I like this way just a little bit more. There we go. Okay, slide these over so they're not actually on it. I don't know if I actually want to keep them up here. I might take them. Oh wait, I have an idea actually. I know what I want to do. Let's have one set that goes up here. It goes across, because that's a fun way to add some clutter and story without losing some space. And then Island Living has these dish shelves that are they're not cabinets like other ones, but they are nice. These. Let's see if I can get these to fit in here nicely now. Boom, bada bang. Look at that. Bam. Alright, I need to shrink it, I think just a smidge. So it fits a little snugger on the fridge, basically, is what I was doing here. Then slide this against that. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. Is it funny that it's bugging me that it's like a different tone than the wood? I don't think it actually is. I think it's just the light. Let it go. We'll play with this more. I think then, no, we don't need these now. Having, just put them there. Might use them. Oh, actually, haha. Let's do this. Let's build ourselves a little pantry over here. Since we have this convenient little storage area, I think though, let's use a little deeper shelf. Where is the, let's do something here. Let's mix it up. Do you come in a color that would work in my corner? Not really. Let's see. I just end up using these actually. That's a Dream Home Decorator blocky things. Okay, we're clipping in really weird ways though. Done. Hold on, let's get you out of here for a second. You to there, and there, and then let's see. Cabinet. Why are you being weird? Do not know why it's like being super weird right there. Okay, that's fine. We'll work around it. Too low. Go up a little bit more. There. They're not technically attached, but the game will quit complaining about it here in a second. But now I think I can make you smaller. Let's take... It is much harder to type when a cat is like laying over your arms. Oh, let's see. I don't know if that's gonna be too small. I think it is, unless I change something else. 9 is too small. Let's try 9.5. Ah, there we go. Maybe nope, in between still. Maybe let's try like 9.3. There we go. Right in between the window and that. Okay, that flows pretty nicely across now, I think. Yeah, because those are too tall to go there. Alright, let's swap out, I think. You know what? Why don't we just go with the island living counters? Because they're beautiful anyway. Island living. I like these counters, so. Cat, you are making my life so much harder. I think I had maybe an end piece here. Oh, that's for, never mind, that's for the refrigerator. Da-da-da. All right. And the oven, let's go grab a different stove now. Since we've changed up our whole vibe, totally. Oh man, that's a little bit extra. It's kind of fun, but it might be a little bit much. Bright white though? I think I like the bright white. And then we need a fridge. Oops, turn back off debug because we don't need all of that stuff. Fridge. This is the home. This is that one. Okay, wait, which oven was that? Then I forgot you grab something and you're like, wait, which one was it? I forgot. Floor top all day. Oh, cool kitchen. So in theory, this is its match. Okay. could work. There we go. Just up a little taller. And then we need to put our sink back in. Yay! This feels so much brighter and fun. And now we've got like a little pantry right there. I think I'm going to change that sofa, and I think I know exactly which one I want. We're going to use a modern retreat one right there. I want the, let's see, kitchen clutter. That's the pack. It has the little, let's do kitchen clutter. And you know what? I don't actually know what all is in the maker packs for kitchen stuff. So let's see. You know what, hold on. Let's go down here. So I know we have, I love these appliance jars. Although this is going to drive me crazy. Why are these slotted like this, right? Why? We're gonna have to fix the slotting. Glitter carousel, spice rack. I think spice rack really should go over here. We're not gonna leave it blocking the counter though. You are all slotted atrociously. That's fine. I have a plan. So much of the, this is an interesting thing too, and I don't know why, but a lot of the maker stuff is showing up in sculptures. And I'm not exactly sure what, like how EA classifies different things. Like why is that one a sculpture and that one is not? These are all slotted. All right, you know what? I can fix this. Sleek bathroom to the rescue. If you have followed me for more than, 10 minutes probably. My love of the sleek bathroom shelfie cannot be overstated. So, because I will show you exactly what we're gonna do. Fix these slots. 2, 3, 4. Go back to our decorations. Okay, so now I do think these are cute. So for some reason, the shelfie I can put 5 things on in the same space that I can only put 1 with the base game one. So we could have, oops, oh, I didn't want to put a coffee cup underneath. So we'll go ahead and put, let's see, I think we need those. It's a milk jug. I want something a little taller. It's a little tin. Oh yeah, that's a taller piece. Cozy coffee tin. Do you come in a nice bright color? Yeah, you do. Okay. So this is magic part. Get everything on the shelf, right? Fantastic. Grab your shelfie. Shrink your shelfie. And then you can drop, this also, by the way, is one of the ways to deal with awful shadows. And voila. Now we have something that actually looks like it's nicely slotted. And then, let's see, what do we have down here? Sugar dish. More of the little tins. This is, I think some of this is, oh, these are cute too. I could have used those up there as well. That one actually kind of needs to go in the middle, I think. Do we need 2 shelves of coffee cups? That might be a little excessive. Let's see what else we put first. I also do love those. These are really pretty, those shakers, but they're more of like a table centerpiece, I think. Homemade pie. Some of this stuff is so cute. I am still, I don't know if y'all saw my joke about the cookie tin. Why does the cookie tin actually have cookies and not sewing supplies? This is very confusing, right? It's supposed to have sewing supplies. This is a thing. All right, let's take these, and I'm going to say I want to put, oop, I don't want you to slot there. I want 2 of those in the back. Maybe a cookie jar, and one of these, I think. And then let's change our back ones to something with some color to it. Carrots? Should we do 2 carrots, or maybe carrots? Yeah, let's do 2 carrots. Carrots are tasty. And we'll keep a cookie jar there and some blue there, so it kind of ties our whole little set in together. When you do that with the shelf, things will look like they're sizing back up really big, like that cookie jar just did. But as soon as you let go, it goes back. No biggie. And then let's see. The bear cake. Dishes? Little dish rack. I like it, but it's a little bit too big to fit in there nicely. I think there's another one though. There's this thing of dishes that we could put right here. And let's see. That is a very different coffee pot. And that's one that's only that's slotted where it's only going to fit in really big stuff. Huh. I think that's decor, not functional though, given that it's over here. And the cup too. Some of these, like, I love these, but they're slotted massively, and I think this was Ice Moon's first set, I think is where those came from. So I'm hoping on the next set that things get slotted better. Where did that other little coffee cup thing? There it is. There we go. Oop, not in the middle. Slot you back here to where you're not clipping as much, hopefully. Yeah, spin, spin, spin. Do you guys ever have this problem too? Were you talking to me? Oh, that was funny. Like I just asked, do you guys ever have this problem? And you said yes.
All the time.
I thought you were. I didn't know you were talking to your show. All right. Let's see. One more. I think what I want to do. Uh-oh. Yappa sees that you have stolen his lap. Oh no, boy. I do like this little picture. It's cute. There we go. Okay, so I do appreciate that. That is one thing. Some stuff does not enlarge very well at all. Like you put it out, and if it's not the size that you want to use it, you are out of luck. But that, ooh, even that's really cute. I like that. That's a little bit too big. Let's take that one down. Let's do like 1.6 maybe? A little bit over 1.5. Yeah, look at that. And then a nice big picture right there. I like that. Okay. That's cute. Look at our little shelf there. Okay, that feels like a nice BT shelf. So over here, we're gonna have the spice rack, and we need the utensils. Should we use this one? I don't really like those utensils very much. I do like the sink side essentials. Man, I use that. That's another one of those pieces that just goes in every build period. It just does. This one? That looks nice. Yeah. With the spice rack. I kind of wish we had like a better wall spice rack. I know there's one, but it's I think it only has really dark colors though. Dun, dun, dun. What's it called? It's like season something, flavor of something. I thought it would be in the wall decor, but I might be wrong. Let's do this. I think it came. Hey, Paranormal! How are you? Is it in this one? There it is. That one. Cool kitchen. Does that come in anything? I guess that's alright. It's got a light colored. Another spice rack, and we can get our little cool. Are you digging even more into the paranormal stuff? I mean, I guess that was kind of an obvious, huh? I am doing pretty good. recovering from knee surgery, trying to like build with a cat on my lap. He's doing the long limp right now. He just keeps stretching out longer, and it's like, you know, eventually there's gonna come a point where you're gonna run out of mom to stretch out on. Yeah, I remember you talking about it before. That's awesome. So did you change your name so that it would like more there? Yeah, here. I'll see if I can adjust camera here and I'll show you Kitty. He's a good boy. This is my little guy. He was my, let's see. Down. There we go. Ah, camera said no. Boop. Okay, camera's like, nah man. Cat on my lap. Oh, you did the touchies. Dad did the touchies. Mom knows better than to do the touch. He is a cutie. He's my little like lump. They have been, so it's really funny. So we're cat sitting for a friend, and they have been taking turns basically on who gets my lap today. And I'm fairly certain at this point it's really just like who gets to rub on me the most so that I smell like them, and then the other one has to do it. Like I just feel like I'm a possession at this point. So, all right, I'm gonna take these and drop them back here. Yeah, this is my Bowie kitty. He was born feral, actually. Definitely gonna change that out now. Uh, exactly. I am. Oh, and this guy has me so well trained, it's ridiculous. He'll like come over, and I'm like, oh yes, he wants me to be in this position right here. He does not want me to sit like this. He wants me to sit. It's ridiculous. Oh, where did you go? Let's try that again. But he was born. There we go. He was born feral, but the barn where he was born at, they were getting ready to tear down, and so some friends trapped all the kittens, and we went to meet them. Totally wasn't bringing a kitten home. Totally wasn't. It didn't work. But he is pretty much mom's kitten. He came home, and we spent for the first, man, I don't know, month. Maybe not quite that long, because we had one cat already, and for the first long while we had a room we emptied out downstairs that was his room, and I would just go and sit in there and you know offer bribery of cat food and just sit and talk or read or do homework or whatever, and just not, I wouldn't touch him, I wouldn't do anything else, and it'd be like, nope, I'm just here, I'm gonna ignore you, I'm not gonna do anything. And eventually he has come around, and now he is a very, very sassy little bossy cat. And he like will be all see, I feel like accidental cats should be like, that's got to be a YouTube channel or something. You know, it happens. Mm-hmm. Yes, and he very, very much has, because he is absolutely the little sassy boss now. I think I'm going to use, where is this one? He is very confident that he is the king of the house. So I appreciate that we got sectional couches with this again. There we go. Let's see if they work that with. They look so hard. What is it like? Why? Why is EA against things that look soft? I just want soft looking couches. That's all. This is my pitiful face, y'all. That's a little too much for this build. This one still, let's see. Oh, there we go. Maybe it's just more that it's more of a creamy white. That works better then. Yeah, I can imagine guess the father, because, yeah. I think that works. Oh, goodness. Nope. Gotta go hit me a thing of a bobbery. Look. There we go. I feel like I might have to figure out, like, I don't know, block viewers or something, but that seems like a silly word to have to block. Why are people idiots? Why are bots idiots? Ooh. Ooh. Kinda like it. I think that actually does work. And then I'll add something, pull the color over that way a little bit with some patterns. Oh, I love the cow print kitties. Can I justify using my favorite of her art? Maybe my new favorite of her art. Ooh, but these also look really good. I think maybe we're gonna do these. I didn't set out intending for this to be beachy boho, but you know, when it moved to the beach, things changed. Alright, can't really do a window on that side because that is where the Yafa can be in here too. He could sit in Daddy's lap. Sorry, we're cat sitting, so I'm waiting on cat drama to unfold. John, call Yafa up and see if you can get Yafa to. See if we can get him. If we can get them to like sit on the couches next to each other and not yell. Look, Bowie's not even moving this time. No, you quit. You've been sitting. Yafa being sassy again. But he's like, wait, but I'm getting pets. Hold on. Now I'm confused. There's a cat across the room, but I'm getting pets. Saribot, is it? Okay. I will. Will you message me that so that I don't forget, please? I am still like, yeah. Twitch is, I don't know. I think part of it, I will be perfectly honest, I don't like watching streams, and so I am struggling on some of this stuff to figure out what the heck is that because I don't ever watch it, so I have absolutely no idea. I was showing Dawn earlier. I'm like, I don't know what half of these words mean. Like, this is a word. I do understand that this is an English word, and I can speak this language. However, I have zero context for this. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I have never been a watch other people play games person. John doesn't get it because he's always like, but why not? Like, but I'm just like, I just don't. And I get overwhelmed with sound, so I don't usually sit and listen to things on. Most of the time, the house, if the boys aren't here, the house is dead silent. So there we go. Let's rotate these so they lean backwards a little bit. Boop. Yay! I will. That would be awesome, actually. I was waiting to set stuff up for a while because I had my knee surgery in December, and lost my words. I don't know. I didn't want to stream from the bed for a long time. Like I couldn't. They wouldn't let me put any weight on it for 2 months. I know. I like it. I love the hanging out, but it was like I don't think anyone would have ever actually cared that I was sitting in bed, but I cared that I was sitting in bed, and I don't know. I did, however, like massively focus on the content creation during that time, and that's worked out really well. It's like Facebook is, you know, it's kind of funny to look at. Like right now, I think I think I broke 21K followers on Facebook, but it is so much ahead of everything else that it's a little bit like, you know, it's almost funny sometimes to look at it and go like, oh look, I have 20 followers on Twitch, yay, or I have like 500 on YouTube. Oh Yafa, quit your video. But look at that, Bowie didn't even like move. Sorry. I don't Facebook. I honestly think half the reason I do decently on Facebook is because I'm an like online. I'm an absolute chatterbox, and I think that that's what works for Facebook because people will happily chatter there. So like it's more about the comments and the back and forth than it is. I don't want to say that it's not about what you post because it is about what you post, obviously. But um, compared to like I, YouTube, I've never even seen that kind of back and forth. Like I mean, streaming, is back and forth, but like when you post a video or something. But the and TikTok, I'll get comments and stuff, and I think I've broken like 7K followers there, but nowhere near like Facebook. I don't know. Like I guess it just works with my style, my chattiness. Oop, doop, doop, doo. Do I want tissues? I don't think I want tissues there. I think I want something. I don't know what I want. Oh, he didn't go far though, John. He stayed in the room. Progress. Wait, you're not real and neither is the Pope. I mean, I got told I was AI the other day. Oh, it was one of my videos. It was a pool video. I got told I was AI and those weren't even Sims. And I just kind of laughed at it because I was like, I have news for you. I'm like, they, okay. Some of those times that you just kind of look at it and go, all right, yes, dear. I'm not even going to waste my time with this because no. I don't think I've ever seen anyone like, why would you fake sim a video of a pool build? And it wasn't even anything that was like groundbreakingly crazy new. It was just putting one of the little seating areas in the pool. That was it. Like this is you just carve out a room of the pool and put them in. No big deal. And I was like, this is like what? You are a very special snowflake person. There you go. That's kind of fun. I think I keep drifting away from my like this is supposed to be the lived in area, but that's okay. It's fine. It'll get there. All right. We do need a little table back. I actually thought about posting earlier. I had a thought about times that AI stuff can be helpful, and that's not generative, and that's not uh, copywriting and bullshit like that. Sorry, and stuff like that. And they decided I didn't actually have the spoons to deal with the conversations, so I did not post it. Nah, not today. Not today, Zane.
Oh no.
I do still really like these chairs. Let's see. There we go. It's kind of fun. A little worm. I think it needs a little flower centerpiece. Let's see. There is that one. Little ferns. That's cute. So we have a kitchen, we have a pantry, sink, stove, fridge, trash can. Oh, y'all be proud of me. I remembered a trash can before uploading the build. Dun dun dun. The number of times that that doesn't happen. There we go. All right. I like that one there. Okay, so these others we pretty well had done last time. I don't know if I want, I guess, so this started as like a farm, not a farm, yeah, I mean, the pool video is nothing new. Like, that's one of those that probably every content creator ever has made their own version of. So it was something that was like, I get it. Sometimes I do come up with absolutely ridiculous ideas, but that was not one of them. uh, you know what? I think though, does this have a white? Does have a white? Oh, it's peachy. Let's see. Um, when I did this little A-frame, when I first started it, it was actually going to be like in the woods, in a little rusticy place. And then last time when I was streaming and I actually built the A-frame itself, somebody commented that like it would be super cute as part of your Sulani makeover. I'm like, you know what? You're right. Ah, I'm trying to type with a cat on my lap here, y'all. Bowie, you are making my life significantly harder. There we go. And so I saved it to my library and picked it up and plunked it over in Sulani. But the same, you know, kind of deep, dark colors and tones that were working for a little rustic build don't work as well when you're thinking beachy. Yeah, he's quite happily making Mom's life significantly harder right now. He's just like, yep, anyway. Daddy did the touchies, I'm sorry. Let's just use, let's grab this one, I think. Put that in here. There we go. I think get rid of that one. I do like those curtains, but that is not working. I think the bed is fine. Yeah, the bed is fine when you hide the really ugly headboard. Then the bed is fine. Definitely needs a different wall color though. Why don't we go... I had every intention of doing landscaping and terraining this time, but... I mean, luckily, there's not really a whole lot of landscape and terrain to do here. Oh, I kind of want to do that. Just go all in on the blues. Read that, and then, like, stick with... Should we make the lighter floor? I think the darker floor makes it pop better. Ooh, yes. I think we're gonna do it. I like it. It feels very tropical vibey. Then I have an idea. Let's go to here. Go to decoratants. These. I posted today that I told EA all I would like for a spring gift, please and thank you, is like these in all three sizes and about 18 more colors. Be fantastic. I use them so much. And they're base game. They're like the best curtains. There we go. They do also, I think, come in a really bright yellow too. I think the yellow is maybe too much though here. Ooh, but that's not. It's so pretty, look. It's like a sunset in the bedroom. Honey, can we have a bright yellow and orange and bright blue bedroom? Can we have a bright yellow and bright blue and bright orange and white bedroom?
Maybe.
That was no.
It's not enough.
That was a no. That was a stall tactic no. Oh, alright, cat. Killing me, Smalls. Let's see. Maybe the boho one? Yeah, look Look at that. Oh, and it looks so pretty in there now. A little boho for some texture. All right, we definitely need a new dresser though now. Let's see. Ta-da! I think I will probably wrap it up fairly soon too, because I'm running out of bandwidth. Let's see. No, maybe I don't know. Like this felt a little bit. I wasn't really vibing for modern with this, but oh, I like it. It's screamingly obnoxious, but I kind of dig it. Oh, I don't like the washed out one as much. Nope. No, no, no. Okay, hold on. I have an idea. I think if we size it down from EA's typical scale of I love massive things, and like that. Oh, and that's got a little bit more of that kind of worn, lived-in look I was actually aiming for before I got distracted down the squirrel rabbit hole of, modern fancy stuff. And then we need a mirror. Let's see if we find. No, that's way too much. No. Let's think. Think. I don't have very good like casual mirrors. This one would work. Do this one. All right. Normally I would delete the walls and bring it down that way, but this works too. Cat, you are hitting whole new peaks of obnoxious right now. Except I put it over too far. All right, let's do. Not quite so low. There you go. Okay, I like this, and I think a little bench right here, like a sitting get ready bench. I think I'm gonna end up changing out these lights though. Maybe move it to where. Oh, I know what light would look really good. Hold on. I have a plan. Oop, went too far. This one. I do really love a lot of the decor that they did with the Royalty and Legacy pack. I really think the build buy on this was well done. That's fun. Let's see. Boom. That's kind of fun. There we go. So I don't know, cause I'm gonna be entirely honest. I think the reskin thing got blown massively out of proportion because the other thing that people completely fucking ignored is how many items had like 30 something skins that were completely different. Like, and the stuff that they reskinned, most of it was from the shoot, it's that one nursery kit, and the nursery kit was pretty shaped, but that came in kind of awful pastel colors. So even the stuff that they reskinned was stuff that I never could have used the way it was before. But people took it and blew it like insanely out of proportion to what was actually there. I don't know. I have been on like an anti, like okay, one rug, right? Except all of these are so different. Where's the other side? Like, this is my soapbox. I'm sorry. Um, oh, like I cannot think of another pack where we got two styles, where we got this whole collection of very, very unique African styled things, like this guy. But we also, in that same items, got these like European style stuff. And yeah, these are just the rugs I'm pulling out, right? But like these have, I love it. This is my single favorite piece in the game right now. This freaking frame. But even these each had three different swatches that like added so much to the game, and yet people were like, "No, this all sucks." And I'm like, "Did you look? Like, did you actually look, or are you just yelling for the purpose of yelling?" And I feel like there was a whole lot of like, "Oh, I recognize the shape of this one item, and so I'm going to, raise holy living hell about this one item," or I honestly like 10 items, 20 items, whatever. It's not like every pack has assets they reuse. That's fine. It's always been a thing, especially when especially when people were talking about like the live edit items. I'm like, seriously, you guys? They pulled something out of live edit from another game and made a actual like regular item. Because that was, I don't know, at least four of the ones I saw were things that were live edit in earlier packs that this time came in as actual objects, and it was like, what? Like, I don't think that that's a valid complaint. That is my 2 cents, obviously. Take it with a grain of salt. There's a couple pages that are like really awful about massively rage baiting posts. And I've gotten really frustrated recently with it because it's the same thing. They did it with the makers market too. And they're still doing it. Some of them are still doing it with the maker kit or maker packs. And instead of like sharing factual information, are sharing massively slanted views of stuff, and or leaving out, pulling like chunks way out of context, and it's just, that's my personal pet peeve. So don't mind me. I'm sorry. I got on a soapbox. I apologize. It happens. I mean, do mind, I guess, but look, there's your food. Go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Yay! Ah,
You can have your hand back now.
ow! My arm has gone numb.
Are you getting millions of followers?
No. I think at the moment, actually, it's only paranormal hanging out. Um, I don't know. I guess I haven't looked at. I don't know, but at the same time, I don't know. If you look at the quality of the items that we're getting, like this is my frustration. I think is people are like, I want the new expansion pack. I don't want to pay anything more for the expansion. These prices are too high. I shouldn't have to pay more for it. But also at the same time, I want more items. I want more diverse items. I want more different items, you know? I would have absolutely loved more African stuff. I am with you on that. I I'm hoping some of the maker kits do that. I would have had zero issue with them completely leaning into it. I also saw way too much hate for how much there was, and like the amount of whining I saw all over. Well, why did it have to be African ability? Why couldn't it have been English or British or this? I'm like, are you serious? Like, we have so much Eurocentric stuff. Are you serious? I didn't actually say that. I tried to mostly use my nice words and point out that we've had lots and lots and lots of Eurocentric packs. And, you know, I can forget what it was I was looking for once that I pulled these two out, and it was just like, whoa. Is it even at? I can't find it now. Yeah, you know, there's that one thing somewhere. That. I think this was one of my like, cool. I would rather have fewer of these and have them look like this than get a whole bunch of stuff that looks like that. I don't know. I'm an artist. I absolutely come at things from an artist perspective, which is a little different from most simmers because I have a lot more. I don't know. Empathy is not the right word. Um, Experience maybe partially, but that's not exactly it either. Um, I don't want to say insider knowledge because that's not exactly it, but it's the whole. I don't know. Perspective, I guess. Maybe that's it. I have a different perspective on how people value art because it's the stuff that I deal with in my regular life too, where that pushback and that same thing of like, oh, well, I want your quality, but I want it at the Walmart prices. And that's not fair. That's not fair to life. That's not fair to artists. And in that, I see a lot of that same thing sometimes in the simmer community, and I get frustrated. So, yeah, I 100% agree. I would have loved to have more African. Like, I personally would have been completely fine with nothing European at all. Like, I would have rocked the hell out of that pack. I'm kind of curious if any of the makers will take it and like. I don't know if they're. This is actually kind of thinking about this. I don't know in the CC community. I have to find somebody who uses a lot of CC. I know there are makers who kind of focus on African and black hairs and textures and like cast stuff. I don't know if there are ones that focus on um, build by. Yeah, agreed. I think, I feel like Royalty was better than Adventure Awaits on that front. Um, like Royalty was definitely more strongly influenced. It feels like about that. I mean, Royalty they had the actual like they're the African gaming community and African Pan African Gaming Coalition. I think it was. I think that's the right word. I might be messing it up. Involved in, but no, I definitely Adventure Awaits. I was hoping for a lot more from that one, but it kind of goes in the category of I don't love it. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. It could have been better. Right. The African that we got, at least with this, does feel like what we did get was done really, really well. Whereas I feel like there was very little of the New Zealand stuff actually felt like New Zealand to me. It did. A lot of it felt more Yosemite. Like I could pick it up, like I could see where it would come from, and there is some similarities, especially when you're talking about the. I lost my words. Geysers. There we go. I did. There were some American attitudes that absolutely cracked me up a couple times over the whole like, no, but geysers are in Yosemite National Park, honey. That is not the only place in the world where there are geysers. I hate to tell you. It's... All right, let's see. I think I just need. I think we're almost done with this build. I hope so, because I got some other stuff I want to work on too. Not tonight. I am toast. Yeah. 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 I don't think you're wrong on that. And the only reason I could think to be if they couldn't get Maori involvement or buy-in, I guess the way that they could with the Pan Africa group. Like I would rather them be careful than or not say care, be respectful rather than like blunder it. But it's hard to imagine that there wasn't. I don't know. Is there really not any kind of Maori gaming community? I don't know. I actually have absolutely no idea. But I'm kind of curious. Like, that might be an interesting. I don't know. I might end up down the rabbit hole later of looking that up and going, yeah. Like I'm certain. I'm certain there's simmers, but I'm thinking more like with the Pan. If there's like an equivalent to the Pan African Gaming Group, where it's a bigger. Because I can imagine they're not ever going to work with a single simmer. Because I mean, none of us. I wouldn't want to try to represent my entire culture. I can't imagine that would be dangerous grounds. Like, you know, one person's perspective as culture could be a hot mess pretty quickly, I think. But I don't know. I kind of want to look it up and I'll see if I can find a gaming group. Oh, there we go. Of course, now the bathroom absolutely has to have a brighter color because, you know, I think I can probably just do that though in there. So one of my favorite things to decorate with. I really love these books. Just as like a, you know, put my book down, was reading. Yeah, I really, I don't know. I hope we get more diversity. I'm also, I don't know. I think my personal, if whatever comes next for the Sims family, you know, I don't think it's going to be Sims 4 forever, and I don't think they're going to completely stop just for the simple fact, why would you stop something that you've made money off for 25 years? Um, that's just, you know, my 2 cents. But I really hope that we start next time with like physical ability differences. That would be, I would rather have that than probably anything else. And then, I think I might leave. That would probably be like my single biggest. If I could pick something to start a pack with, I would like to have differences in physical ability from the get go and not as something that got added later. Because I also think that could open up so many things that we don't have now. Nope, Chonky Boy's back. I, I don't know what gacha is, so I'll be, but I do know what Fortnite. I don't want a Fortnite either. I'm not a fan of the MMO idea. I actually came from Eminem. I did not come from M&Ms. I don't have any M&Ms, which is a tragedy right now. Um, but like, I what it actually finally kicked me over to Sims like deep in the rabbit hole was I burned out really hard on the Conan Exiles community, and I liked a lot of the same kind of thing. Like I was mainly, gotcha. Yeah, I don't want to see that. I feel like one of my biggest things I love about The Sims is if for whatever reason I didn't want to pay for EA for anything anymore, I don't have to, and it's still my game. Like I'm not renting access to an online server without which I can't play my game. That's one of the like, that's one of my big pet peeves actually with other things is like I bought it, I paid for it, but unless I continue to pay you for it, I can't play it. And that's yes, that's the big disadvantage of MMO and online type play that I think maybe people don't always realize that that is a thing. Like hey, If you don't want to pay EA for anything, you can still play this game all you want and nobody can stop you. But that was, I don't know, the online communities can, I don't know. I love the Sims community because it is probably the healthiest community that I've ever been in, and I don't want that to go away, right? Like I like it here. I'm gonna be emotional now. Okay, okay, okay. Thanks. But it really does. Like it's, I don't know, from the content creators to everything. It's kind of. I don't think it's perfect. Like I've absolutely like I have taken some shit over the past couple weeks because I refused to actually like the whole jump down EA's throat and the rage baiting thing that's gone on over the marketplace. I refused to do it, and I flat out told people they were wrong a couple times. So I have absolutely had some awful human beings too, but there's a lot of really good people. Whereas like compared to the Conan Exiles community, it's almost the inverse, where there were nice people, but there was so many more angry and lashing out and I don't know. When people feel like they're competing, they act differently. And one of the nice things about Sims is it's not. We're not competing for anything. You can mod your game and play your game however the fuck you want. And it doesn't affect my game at all. And I think that's something that simmers who are like, yay, MMOs, don't understand that that's a thing, that that's a bad thing. Or that it, I should say that it can be a very bad thing. Like I had always played MMOs until Sims. Sims is actually my first solo player that I've really gotten into. Usually I burn out on them because I don't like completely playing alone. It's lonely. I am lonely. I'm only an extrovert on the internet though. Here I can chatterbox all day. I think I need like one more piece of art though. Something beachy. And plumb up. Oh, no, actually I know what would be pretty here. Let's go to Island. Oh, well, actually we could use the... Oh, this works. I forgot they have the new bassinet. Oh my god. I forgot that mermaids got a bassinet. I might have to actually have babies. Oh no. I might have to actually have a baby in game. That'd be like twice this year. That's rough. I forgot, but that is so adorable. Somebody's gonna have to have a baby in game. I am sorry you have not always had an amazing Simmers experience, though. I wish you did. To be fair, I wish everybody had awesome Simmers experiences all of the time. That would be my preferred. I think I'm done. You have, however, found some pretty amazing places. That's where I met you. I think. All right, I think it just needs a little bit of landscapey stuff. Definitely not going to do very much because it's come out really cute. It's I You should have seen it a week ago. It started as like this dark, woodsy little A-frame cabin. It has come a very different direction from where it started, but I do really like it right now. I have been, I tackled making over Sulani just because I got on this modern tropical kick where I don't know. I had just, you know how like you like something on Facebook or you save something and then therefore you get like 63 more of these same weird niche whatever things that you clicked on. I had liked a couple of these kind of modern tropical, and I think they were probably meant to be more like vacation builds than anything, but they're so pretty. And because Facebook read my stuff or saw my clicks, it proceeded to then show me 10,687,000 more of them. So my Pinterest boards kind of exploded, and then I was like, okay, well, now I just gotta. you know. All right, let's grab some island living, and let's turn on. Oh, I am clicking on all the wrong things. Exactly. Yes. So I have a whole thing worked out where like this first area that I'm in here right now is going to be like the locals basically. This is where, everybody knows everybody has lived, everybody's here in this area. And then the middle island chunk, where Sapphire Shores is at, I'm gonna do as like spa luxury resort kind of area. And then the far islands is the other thing I'm working on. And you want to talk about stunning builds? Oh my god. Okay, I am biased. I admit it. But I'm gonna go. You know what? Hang on. I'm gonna show you. Let me just put. I really don't think this build needs very much, so I'm not gonna. I think it already has so much going on that I don't want to. Uh, I am. Yeah, squirrels. So what had happened is my gal from the Wild Style Challenge that I did a while ago. She was in Sulani, and so I figured it would be kind of neat to have her when she finally beat the challenge, to have her now be the Queen of Sulani. And so I moved her over to the save, and I kind of was starting to mess around. I was like, okay, well, her whole big thing was that she fell in love with the island lore, and when I actually stopped playing with her was I had just starting to like introduce her to the island spirits and this whole really digging into the stuff that Island Living has. And so I decided that what I really wanted for like her royalty then out here would be something that's heavy into that deep kind of mythos lore. But I didn't want to go like super super fantasy with it. There we go. I think that's pretty freaking baller. I don't think I want to really touch it actually. I think I will probably let it sit. And take a screenshot real quick. This is such a cute little thing. Definitely still have to play test it, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be fine. I definitely think it fits out here, which that was the goal, so. Got the party bar. Totally like that bright yellow and blue bedroom, not gonna lie. Ba-dum-bum. I would like to, yes. I should be able to do more regularly for a while. We're moving this summer up to the Netherlands, but I've been like really kicking butt. So I will probably, I did Wednesday during the day this last time, and that worked out really well. EU daytime. It's I know I have a good bit of American followers too. I'm like, it's harder, um, for me to do, but I figure on like a Friday night every so often I could do a US time. But I don't know how, like, it's not, I don't think it's been as busy this time as it was during the day. Although I will be honest, I was kind of hyper focused on the build. So, okay, there you go. If this cooperates, I will show you my dream build. Do, 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 do. Um, yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna be nice. Okay. So it doesn't look like anything from up here, but or just up from live mode. That's okay. Um, so I wanted to lean into this as being like a bit of the like mermaid mythos, but then gonna use some of the jungle adventures kind of ruin things, so you get this sense of like older history and stuff. Because we have like a couple of the really cool statues with island living, but not a ton of them. So I thought it would be neat to like lean into that a little bit more. And so I'm working on making this island um, into this kind of over the top luxurious like residence, but not, but like jungle spa luxurious. I'm making up words. Really? Okay. I will do that. I'm bad about self promoting, really bad. But look at this. This is the pornography of the building world. And if I was in live mode, you could see the fact that these are all waterfalls and things too. So the shower is a waterfall shower that is always running. And there's 3 waterfalls in the bathtub, or on the wall behind them. Those you can almost see here. And this is all functional too. And then there's the hallway, and there's a little waterfall pond at the end of the hallway there. And then bedroom. Like, oh, I need to do that roof still. Whoops. But yeah, so this has been my like insanely slow build project. I think you're actually the first person that's seen this much of it at once. I've been doing like reels on bits and pieces of it, doing stuff, but yeah, this is my big love. So my what I'm gonna do though is so it'll still have like kitchen, dining, little living room area right here, but where you zone in at over wherever this or somewhere wherever the edge is at, I wanted to use some of like the temple ruin pieces. Yeah, I've been sharing bits and pieces of it. Like there's a reel on how to do the waterfall, and I shared a picture of the bedroom. And actually, each of these was a separate video. Like the shower was a video, and the bathtub was a video, and the sinks were a video. um, because yeah, uh huh, yeah. The bedroom was yeah. I am in love with it so much, but it is like super digging into. This is a huge time sink. It's so slow. But it's so pretty. And I don't want to stop it from, like, I don't want to change the fact that it's so slow because I don't want to give up what it is. Uh, but I want to have it kind of like where you zone into like almost ruins here. And then you kind of like find the house. And then out here, we'll have like mermaid throne area. Um, Cimarine did me the most amazing mermaid pictures, mermaid poses. Oh my god, I've been dying to use them, but I'm waiting because I'm like, I don't want to cheat it. I don't want to cheat it. It needs to be right. But I was grumbling about the only like the poses on the thrones are so limited, and if you turn them into a mermaid, their tails clip through the thrones, and then we got the giggles over mermaids and water slides. I'm just gonna say it's epic. I'm gonna wait till I can do it right, but it's so good. So yeah, this is my like, this is my baby. So not tonight. Tonight I am tired. Tonight I do not have creative bandwidth for that. But yeah, I am really excited about this one. Maybe I will stream and work on that some. I need to look and see whatever day it was. I think I did it on Wednesday this past week at like noon, and that worked pretty well. So I think I will. I could probably keep doing that daytime when the boys are not home, mostly. But I think I am complete. Yeah. It's been, I think, anytime that your week includes jokes of what are we all wearing for World War III, um, it's not, it's an exhausting week. And then like, I was talking to some of the other creators on Facebook. There's a bunch of everybody's noticed that like views and everything. Anytime world news gets rough, uh, the views and everything on Reddit goes way down because everyone's just exhausted, and so it's like just let it go. Sometimes we all just need to Dallin. And then this is my other little fun one. Did you see the build contest going around for the coach stuff that they're sponsoring?
Oh,
Ooh, I'll send you a link. Um, let's see. Let me see if my computer. German internet is probably struggling with like all of this. It's like you want me to stream and pull up websites? What? Um, let me. Uh, I think this might work. Go to it. I screenshot the announcements. There was Twitch chat. There you go. But it's basically a coach inspired build contest, and so I'm working on this one for that, and that was my other. This is what I was trying to do, like minimalism today. I have learned that minimalism is not my style at all. I do maximalism really well, but that's probably what I'll try to finish up tomorrow. But I think, yeah, it's fun. Mm-hmm. I think minimalism is far, far, far harder than like, because making it look right and balanced and still feel like a story, or I don't know. I always want them to feel like a story and not just meh. But it's getting there. So I think I'll probably get that one finished tomorrow. So, but it's a little like a house and an apartment for somebody who's a massive Coach fanatic. So like that's their closet. It's ridiculous. And then I have a little shop. Like they have their own little Coach store with like dressing rooms and yeah, it's a fun little build. That'd be neat to do a little mixed kind of residential businessy thing. Yeah. But I think I am going to go thud, my dear. I think my brain is tired. So, thank you for jumping in and hanging out. Good night. Good night. I will talk to you later. It's pretty good. It's better than I thought. Like I was worried I would have a hard time with it, but yeah. All right, for real. Bye.